Bruh.
Hi.
Bruh.
Kill the demons of my mind ever since you came around. We a river running wild. How could I have been so blind? I just live a fast life, forget about the past. I numb out to escape my fears. Friendships only pass by, show up gone like strobe lights. With you I feel something real. And I'd walk 1,000,000 miles just to see you smile till the day I die. Oh, I need you by my side. We get high on life till the day we die. 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 And I walk 1,000,000 miles just to see you smile till the day I die. High on life till the day we die. Through my fingers, out of sight. How could I have let you go? Cutting corners, turning stones, but I can only see your ghost. I just live a fast life, forget about the past. I numb out to escape my fears. Friendships only pass by, show up on like strobe lights. With you I feel something real. And I'd walk a million miles just to see you smile till the day I die. Oh, I need you by my side. We get high on life till the day we die.
Bruh.
Hey, what's going on, traders? Thanks, Raptor Man, for the 3s before the stream started. Okay, well, we broke out yesterday of resistance. We've now broken more resistance, and you know, people are like, "What's the next target?" I mean, it looks to me like 13,155, 30. What is it? 13,176. That's that high from July of 2019. I mean, that is the highest prices we're at right now. It's like a year and a quarter now, and we're hitting like the highest highs of the whole rally right now. What's up, Buster Bitcoin? Thanks for the 10, dude. And the tendies, right? Holy crap. What's up, TS Elliott, dude?
Bruh, right? Not tendies.
Tendies connect, right? Oh man, feels good. Feels real good. This is real, and it all another news catalyst, right? So bullish conditions, and it wasn't Square this time, was it? Which is down, I think, about 4 or 5%. It's actually PayPal. PayPal trending, #1 trending article on Koifin, which is like, that's how I get my news, a lot of my news, and my market info. So Bitcoin continues to surge as PayPal launches crypto service and run at Square in competition with Square's service that allows user to buy and hold Bitcoin. PayPal Holdings introduced today, I guess, a new service that enables customers to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency directly from their PayPal account. Holy crap, chat, 12,920 right there. 500,000 shorts just got liquidated, destroyed, man. In addition to this, PayPal signals plans to increase crypto's utility by making it available as a funding source for purchases at its 26 million merchants. So PayPal jumped today. My alerts went off on that one. We can look at it. It was already an inverse head and shoulders, broke out. I think it was near its target, gap fill, all that stuff, right? So it's cool. PayPal has been granted the first conditional bit license ever issued by the New York State Department of Financial Services. That's cool. Bit license, chat. Yeah, I don't know, bit license. Is that something to do with crypto, I guess, right? So the company PayPal is introducing the ability to buy, hold, and sell select cryptocurrencies, initially featuring Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Litecoin's up 12.76%. Was looking like a snack yesterday. Heck, man, it's been looking like a snack, frankly, since September 23rd. Just been a low, slow barbecue trade, right? Bitcoin Cash up 8%. Ethereum has broken out of its ascending triangle. Yes. Confirmed breakout, nearly up 8% like Bitcoin Cash. No service fees when buying or selling cryptocurrency through December 31st, 2020. So let the FOMO begin, man. And there are no fees for holding cryptocurrency in a PayPal account. Wow, dude, that's huge. Beginning in early 2021, PayPal customers will be able to use their cryptocurrency holdings as a funding source to pay at PayPal's 26 million merchants worldwide. I think we already said that, but just got reiterated. So, wow, man. Breaking news. And now we're getting a little bit of divergence or decoupling of crypto from the S&P 500. Here's just a little chart that compares so you can see it. The source, seekingalpha.com. S&P 500's in blue, and now Bitcoin is in orange, of course. Boom. Very nice, dude. Very nice.
Pelosi says she wants stimulus deal before election. Zero hedge, go big or go home. Get a huge one done. Let's Donald Pump.
Donald Pump? What's that? I think there was someone in the community named Donald Pump or something, right? What happened to him? He was here last time we were at prices this high. I remember Donald Pump was around here, right? But yeah, man, I mean, this is what happens, Larry, when you break out, you sell off 30%, you pivot at critical sports, and you run again. And then you test that resistance, now you break it. And it's just like, wow, dude. And now we have almost a $1,000 day on Bitcoin, up $934 on Coinbase. Wow. So thanks, good to see 600 of y'all. The 600 real ones had been here during the drought, right? I mean, y'all are the ones. So we might see more people, we might not. You know, it's not our concern. Our concern is looking for an edge on the market to take trades, right? If they're there or not. And we cover Bitcoin because people care about it, right? That's, you know, kind of secondary. So, I mean, right now, think about Bitcoin. It's at 87 on the RSI. So, you'd think, though, where we are, you would test 13,176 before pulling back some. You know, to reset the oscillator on 4 hour. It's insanity, man. It's crazy. Okay, so not just Bitcoin, but this is remember the idea, the parabola, the acceleration of accumulation, and that's why we use the curve line tool. Well, that's certainly the case going on right now.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Let's go. Hype in the chat for all markets. This is what we study and wait for. Without Mitch, wouldn't be where I am with Feels Good, man.
Thanks, Data Rider, man, for 420 contribution, dude. Elon's. Ooh, speaking of Elon, earnings, right? Is it after the bell, I think? Yes, Elon will be...
Finally catch a stream. THX for all you do.
What's up, AJS, man? Thanks for $5 super chat. Kings, dude. Ooh, but this is huge, man. It was already huge, right? Yesterday, the day before. I mean, what we were doing was very real, okay? Breaking the 11,200s, and then breaking 12K was huge, man. And now this is what happens. Momentum-driven asset class. Got to say it again and again and again. And that's like what this curve line tool is here for, all right? It's not a channel. It can't be a channel. It broke out of any channel you were in, which we already had plotted on the Binance chart, right? The run is here, okay? And pull back, come all the way back down to 11,950 again, and still stay, you know, in this crazy trend that is accelerating at a very rapid pace. Okay, so it's not just Bitcoin that's killing it. You know, stocks, I think, let's go take a look at futures if you want to see it. It's gorgeous for Bitcoin, and it's super sideways, Paul Wall for the rest of the... You know, talking about S&P 500 futures, top left.
Is that a joint?
Bob Ross opened up the fresh bottle of green paint. Feels good.
So yeah, painting some happy green candles, Grubman. Thanks so much for the Elons. Boom. So Grubman, sideways, dude. Below, very flat. S&P futures, very flat. NASDAQ futures, very flat. Actually beginning to maybe roll over a little bit. Dow Jones flat, but look at Bitcoin futures bucking it all, decoupling. It's been decoupling, right? And it all started, and I'm gonna say this again, man, so we can look at the percentage increase in 14 days on the dot now. October 8th, Square acquires $50 million worth of Bitcoin. October 8th, Bitcoin was at $10,600. Since that news-driven catalyst, Bitcoin is now up 21.81%. And again, it's not even 14 days, is it? It's like 13 days and 12 hours or so. 13 days and 8 hours. Wow, what a miraculous run. Beautiful, dude. The Jesus, dude. Jesus chimes for Square. And MicroStrategy, right? That also acquired Bitcoin right around the same level. I think it might have been a higher price. So we know on total, there was a huge breakout that already occurred. We were just back testing the area support. Well, I can only reckon it was starting to run to the next resistance and beyond. It did, right? We broke 350 billion. We were just struggling. We were kind of flagging. And boom, look at that breakout.
Sit inside, boys and idiots.
What's up, Bob?
Is that a join?
Thank you, dude, for 420. Good to see you. All the Elons. Hyping the Elons. Beautiful. So, wow, bull flag, bullish rectangle, whatever. And now we are at the same... This is crazy, though. Total market cap, where Bitcoin is now exceeding its prices from this summer. Total market cap is not. Total market cap has to exceed 388 billion to get above that area.
Not crashed yet. Full moon with face.
Full moon with face. Speaking of full moon, if you don't know, and I might be off on the date here, but Bitcoin is running up, leading up to the first Halloween full moon since, I believe, 1944. Someone correct me on that date if I'm wrong, and that's okay. It means it's still accurate in the sense that, wow, man, we haven't seen a full moon Halloween in a very, very long time. Okay, confirm or deny. It's not the corn moon, is it? It's not the hunting moon. What moon is it on? We've already had the corn moon. Okay, so there it is, man. And this could have to do, I don't know, like, does this have to do maybe with Ethereum and all the altcoins that have not yet quite caught up with Bitcoin? That is very astute to believe, right? I mean, more money has to come into the market. There's more money in the market on August 18th than there is right now in total cryptosphere. That's pretty wild. It is a harvest moon. Well, dude, harvest moon doesn't mean it's different. Harvest moons are always the latter part of the month, right? Or harvest moon was the beginning? It's a blue moon? Since it will be the second full moon of the month. Even more insane for this to occur, okay? Halloween, blue moon, full moon. My God, we might have to get some full moon beers and break keto for that stream. Okay, so total. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance. That probably has continued to rise. Probably not as much, though, since the altcoins are finally waking up. Oh, it's still going, though. Yeah, breaking a critical resistance that it did not break yesterday is now being broken. Talking 61.68% of total market cap dominance. That low that goes all the way back to May of 2017. We're back above it. And we had regarded it as resistance multitude of times. This could be the same thing, where you up thrust and then you fail, up thrust and fail, right? Up thrust and then fail, or not, right? But just saying, man, momentum shifting stuff. There was crazy price action on this thing. They did adjust it, right? Remember, we were looking at total and Bitcoin dominance, and there was that crazy scam wick that went all the way up to like 74%. So they did fix it, as we thought it might have. Now Ethereum's trending. Let's go, dude. Let's go to Ethereum and look at its breakout. We're switching it over. The breakout. The bullish engulfing candle on the daily. The trade setup, man. Here's your breakout. Right now, as Bitcoin is breaching 12,900 again. 3 hours, 21 minutes, so your 4-hour candle close. Bullish convergence on the oscillators. Back testing a spring that was so important. We were talking about it yesterday. Both streams. You sprung, you back tested. What? Super important. Super important, man. The June 26, 2019 high, which happened to be on the monthly, the weekly, what? The neckline of the double bottom. Extremely important. We got it, man. All right. The spring, the back test, the spring, the run. And now there's no resistance. You're breaking the resistance on the monthly from August of 2017. It's being broken right now. The low from March 1st, 2018. It's all broken. So technical breakout happening again on Ethereum on the monthly. 10 days to go. This is huge, man. All right. Eventually, common retrace territory is up here, 650. That's a 100% measure move of this double bottom. that had been in development, I mean, for literally a multi-year large pattern. It's beautiful, dude. Dude, can we look at Pundicoin? It's the Hunter's Blue Moon. Okay. Halloween moon. And it's not just here, man. It's across the market. Bids getting caught. Good stuff, man. Yeah, Litecoin. Of course. That's the trade setup. What's up, Mitch? Bromwell, thanks for the sub, dude. Good to have you. Yeah, if you're out there and you hadn't hit that sub button, that like button yet, do it for Bitcoin, man. Don't do it for me. We're here every single day covering this market, whether it pumps or not. And sometimes we're live early or we're live late for price action streams to cover it for you. Okay, but this is wonderful, wonderful since the entry, right? Or the re-entry or whatever you want to call it, man. Some people were already in it. All right, we start hitting these session highs. I'm having an alert set up. Let's go. Once we break 400-ish, I'll hear the beep, right? Beautiful. What's up, Chris, man? Thanks, dude. Well, people like you make it such a great place to be. Let's go to Litecoin. It's beautiful, dude. It was looking good. Again, September 23rd. That was the entry. And now it looks even better. 3 rising valleys is confirmed now. Okay? You could say complex inverse head and shoulders. I wouldn't call it that. I would just say, hey, it was a structure consolidation, and it got even better.
Butterfly? The rocket ship has been getting fueled up for a while now. Looks like engines are igniting. See you on Saturn. If the boss asks, I'm working, not watching the tray.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Michael Scott meme, right? You stay in late after work today to watch the price action, maybe watch a stream, and he comes in and shakes your hand, and you're like, you know what I'm talking about, right? The Michael Scott meme? Okay, perfect. Thank you, B-March, for the 20 contribution, dude. Sorry, this is not regular scheduled time at all, and nor was last night's stream, right? So, okay, the $60 is the target. It's been the target for about a month now. That's been the target, $60. Where is it? If you hear a beep, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. It just does it. All right, here it is. September 23rd. People were questioning the trade. They're like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. That doesn't look very good to me. You know, it's like this was the lowest risk entry, the bullish shark pattern, congestion area. On the daily, there was bullish divergence. On the 4 hour, at the same time, there was bullish divergence. The 4 hours what gives us the buying signal. What's up, Vahid? Tana, thank you for the sub, dude. All right. So we still got a long way to go. It still hasn't hit that first target yet, and it happens, man. This is just how it can happen. Right? It's just been spending its sweet time consolidating, building more bullish consolidation, now breaking. Huge engulfing candle on the daily. 7 hours until that is confirmed. But great. Great stuff, man. Good start to gold, too, that trade setup, right? The unconventional through rising valleys stuff. Classic accumulation, kind of like Litecoin. After a big correction, 2 month plus large correction, or long correction. Well, thank you, Trevor, dude. So, really happy to see y'all, and I love the circumstances. You'd have to be a scrub to not like the circumstances, okay, of this weirdly timed stream. So not just Ethereum, not just Litecoin. Bitcoin Cash, you know what it did. It ran up, had a nice run, and then back tested the breakout, the range. And then what happened when we back tested the trading range as support? We actually showed a little bit of bullish divergence, but it was kind of unclear on the MACD because it was just like that big candle kind of made it impossible to be able to discern the maturation of it, and it's just been going. It's rallying. It's near its highest times. New rally.
Always consistent, hard worker, self-made and grinding during those valleys. Hard work pays off. Thank you for all the help and dedication. Always learning, man. Much respect.
Thank you, Grubman. for the 420.
Is that a joint?
And the kind words.
Hopian. From the Corona low to where we are on weekly, it looks like a giant 3 rising valleys, with a target of 21k. What do you think break-in neck now?
What's up, Fishhead? Thanks for the 5 super chat. Well, yeah, that was trade setup. You don't even have to look at Bitcoin spot price. You just go to GBTC. And yeah, and it wasn't just that. It was like last night I just happenstance to zoom out a little bit more, and it's like, oh my god, there's a colossal inverse head and shoulders on GBTC that is complex. And we'll look at it right now. And then we'll go back to these alts. But that's Bitcoin Cash, what it did, right? When you break out of ranges, you oftentimes come to back test to confirm the validity that what was once resistance is now support. We got that literally yesterday / today, okay? And now it's running, and the target is the size of the range, which is $273 up here. That's where the target is. So we'll see if you get there, Bitcoin Cash. Good luck, man. Okay, yeah, GBTC, let me show you what I was talking about. Unreal. I mean, very real, but unreal. Look at this, man. I mean, it's ugly, but not really. I mean, really pretty. Where you just think about the critical thinking. All right, what was the neckline? The neckline was a, well, it was just the high. It was the high from February. And we up thrusted here to kind of create the neckline, I think. I'm not going to consider it a slanted neckline, man. This is, that is the sell wall. We've broken it. This trade is up, what, 15% or something since the entry just last week? Dude, unreal. Yeah, I mean, it's just started, right? It's only just begun. Just begun, but the entry was at like, what, 1243, whatever, 1245, and it's just like, burp. And now it was just the third valley that back tested the breakout of the downtrend we had been in since it was started in June, July 2019. The breakout in the third valley was the back test of that breakout point of the supply line, became the demand line. And you started rallying. And then, you know, there were just things that looked good on spots, and it was like, all right, this is it. It's either this or the inverse head and shoulders. They're both bullish structures, man. And the target is eventually a double up from the entry, almost like $22.45. You could only imagine if GBTC is at $22.45, where spot price on Bitcoin would be eventually, right? Yeah. It's crazy, dude. So thanks again, Fishhead. Is TTS fixed for Patreon? Yeah. TTS is fixed for Patreon, and yeah, and I'll get alerted anyway and play it manually if it's not. Doesn't matter. So I get an email, and then that notifies me, and then yeah, we do that. So yes, big time. Yeah, dude, it's huge news, man, on PayPal. Oh, yeah, sure. You do want to join the Discord if you're new. If you want to learn about the world of technical analysis. Our Discord is a wonderful place to start. We have a free educational resources tab with all kinds of literature and places to get started, okay? And if you really want to learn, join the Patreon. Get trade setups like this. You get all the education, and then the Discord chat that we have in Patreon is unbelievable, man. Let me get you a link. Everyone a link there. Not the crypto, man. Alright, here is the link. Yeah, Kanatoma's posting. I'm posting it too. I don't know why. No private wins. You call it a scam. It's just an asset that was showing good looking stuff. It was more clear here than it was on Bitcoin itself, and that should tell you something, okay? So yeah, scam, by the way, yet it's up what, 15% since the entry. So I don't know, man. And it's like, okay, well, do some math. Wasn't there like trade setup kind of on Bitcoin spot itself, that one could have been like, all right, and then I'm gonna ride the spot, not GBTC, the Grayscale. Gabri, if it's requested, I can. We do look at forex pairs. We look at currencies, we look at commodities, we look at equities. We look at everything, man. HAE, the inverse head and shoulders play out nicely. Oh, let's go back to that real quick. And we'll get back to the sorry, I don't want to. Yes, dude, yes. Look at this. To Jesus, man. To Jesus. What a huge impulse candle. HAE is up 11.23% today, only after back testing the breakout of the inverse head and shoulders. Right? The bullish bat pattern. Right? Beautiful, man. Freaking gorgeous. So, guess what? Gap has been filled at 102.69. The 100% measured move of this structure is 114.43. Very nice. It went from bullish divergence into bullish convergence, where you made a higher low and you back tested a critical ice line. This is, my God, man.
See what happens, Larry?
Do you see what happens, Larry? When you fall below a critical ice line, you don't spend enough time below it. You rally, you get back above it, and then you come to back test it to confirm the validity that it is still support, and then it runs. Then this structure breaks out, and look at the rewards involved. Beautiful piercing line reversal on the daily, right at that ice line. Fantastic signal, right? Piercing line reversal has manifested into much higher prices. Okay, let's go back to crypto. Sorry, yes. Had to look at that. Gorgeous, man. This TA being respected. Traditional market. Crypto's a not traditional market at all. So, we'll see. Link is up 11%, right? You're okay as long as you stay above 893, 889, whatever it was. My God, look at the demand line being tested. And now we're testing a sell wall. For hours now, we've been testing it, which is right around 11:15.
Here's comedy for you. Binance app offers alerts right on everything on their platform except BTC/USDT and DTH. Wonder why that is? Comedy or conspiracy? Interesting nonetheless. And good morning, Mitch Ray I. Would you look at that?
Nefaris thinks of the.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, man. I don't know. Comedy, conspiracy. I don't know, dude. Would I look at that? Oh, yeah. Would you?
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah, we're looking at Link, dude. And ascending triangle, rising wedge, whatever you call it. Whatever, this horizontal line is being respected very well multiple times. And if you break it, man, you know where it's going. It's already broken out of this. It's a correction that lasted about 2 months. 2-month long correction. Now consolidating. And the run could take you to $15 if it breaks up. There's a major news-driven catalyst change of targets for Litecoin setup. Dude, that Litecoin, those are pretty good targets, right? I mean, it's just a trade, right? It's just a trade, right? So these targets get hit, it pulls back, people take profit, it makes a higher low, then runs again to much, much higher prices. Maybe, another structure would develop, but yes, it could eventually make the performance of this bullish shark pattern turn into the entire reversal that we had of the correction, right? Where it goes and eventually tests February 2020 highs again, right? Yeah, that's where it could take. It could take it all the way up there. This is huge news. I don't even, it's an unreal fact that it's like #1 trending on a stock. It's probably not just Koyfin. It's probably all over the place. Probably on CNBC. I haven't been paying attention to that. It's probably everywhere in the news cycle in the world of finance, that's how you create FOMO, dude. Composite operator is extremely good at creating FOMO, but he's also very, very good at accumulating quietly for an extended amount of time. We saw him do it on gold. We saw him this summer doing it on Bitcoin. And earlier this year, okay, multiple ranges, breakouts, right?
Also, thanks.
Thank you, Nero, for multiple $5 super chats, dude. Good to have you. So, and it changes it, not really, not for the trader itself, but for maybe just the long-term sustainability of that reversal that gets ushered in from the pattern, right? Hold on, I think this song's bad. That's like a copyright. Hold on. I got this, dude. Okay, says Link looking good, on the cusp of a breakout, it seems like, of a consolidation structure. 1 valley, 2 valleys, 3 valleys. The rule of 3. Okay, just like Bitcoin. 3 valleys. Okay, so it wasn't just Link, it wasn't just these, it wasn't this, that. What about XLM that had been doing well? Is rallying again. Okay, this is a trade setup itself too, right? Entry was either here from October 16th or down here, right, 7 cents. All right, it just right around the same entry for the bullish cipher pattern. It is a cipher pattern. And hidden bullish divergence on the third valley. Boom, nice run. Hit a 382. But we know this could go much higher. All right, much higher eventually if the world played out. Casey Stubbs, 11 cents. But you would think at least 8.9 cents. And that is the area we were talking about last night. If you could ever break that, it could just be moon time. I mean, because there's just very little resistance above 8.9 cents. So we'll be testing it probably soon. To at least say hi and reject it or break through it. Okay. Dopamine, it's a very real possibility. I wouldn't even consider the 4 hour. Look at the daily on Microsoft. Kind of scary. Really hoping for it to pull a Qualcomm or a Square on that potential head and shoulders stuff. Okay. Because, you know, you don't want Microsoft to dump. I mean, because these are, like, you know, Amazon, Google, Apple, those are market drivers, right? They drive the whole market. They take everything with them, up or down. That's just how mega cap they are. So great, XLM's hanging in there, not doing anything too special. IOTA's breaking back out. Yes, sir. Just made a another consecutive higher low. Bullish divergence in the end on IOTA and breaking back out of that supply line. Very good opportunity. IOTA could see 31.67 cents and beyond. This is a very long-standing structure, been going on for over a month, we'll say 6 weeks after a correction, and that is when common retraces occur, where you could go as high as 36 cents for that common retrace. It was great. Back tested the old shark, right? The old bearish shark turned into a bullish 5.0, then ran insanely after that. So it's held that. There was once resistance, is now support, and now you're breaking out on IOTA. Altcoins. Right, they took a snooze a couple days ago, but not today, not last night. Janu, I used the wick on that, right? I mean, that's it, dude. Like that's the breakout point. Is the wick high? You know, that's the confirmation line. But I can understand why someone might do the other spot too. You could have both, but it's strongest. You got to be above that wick eventually, man. Otherwise, right? It's nothing. And it got used as support on the 4 hour. We saw that. Sprung back, tested the spring. Beautiful. JB, that'd be interesting, man. If they're looking at it that way. Do they look at it that way, man? So, nice stuff on IOTA. Nice stuff across the board. Hey, Zcash finally made a comeback. Got back above that critical ice line that it fell below a couple days ago. And it's just continued on up. Dash too, man. Right? Dash is beautiful, man. The bullish, the long extended bullish cipher finally caught some real bids and hit the first target with, you know, within 8 to 12 hours after, you know, hitting that PCZ for like the 4th time, dude. Just held the critical low, that ice line, that congestion area, and then boomed, and now it's running again, but it's not making higher highs than October 19th, and you think it would eventually, and then see the second target, and then third target's $87 to $88. Nothing new here. This was identified back in mid to late September, like Litecoin. Okay. Yes, PayPal pump 2. Let's just go to it real quick, so you can see it already had an inverse head and shoulders way back, and look at it, man. It hit all-time highs today. Filled the gap for the first time today on the news. Gapped up. Not a very big gap, and unfortunately, you're now working on maybe triple MACD bearish divergence at some point. So, great news. Congratulations, PayPal. All-time highs today. Gia, right? Right. So there you go, dude. PayPal killing it. It broke its beautiful, well-respected uptrend, came to back test the 200 moving average, corrected like the rest of the market, and then momentum shifted, and then we got a breakout. We got a 100% measure move, and now we got a gap fill. And if it breaks, all right, how do you get targets if you really start running from an all-time high breakout? You go from your previous high to the low to get that first. And that's the 1272 at $223. Okay, $229. And then your golden mean ratio is $237 on PayPal, man. Perfect. Of course you can tweet my stream. Of course, word of mouth, man. I don't advertise like that one guy. My God. Like some people that just advertise, you know, trading and TA and all that stuff. Like, it's like, oh, I can't get away from it, you know. Like, it's just obnoxious. And it's like, good for you, dude. Great. So, yeah, word of mouth's good. Yeah, MicroStrategy. Hey, we were looking at that last night, right? Huge, like colossal size broadening bottom pattern, and it was on the cusp of a breakout. And yes, it is now broken out today. Oh, still up on my screen. Look at this, chat.
Bruh. Look here. Look, listen.
All right, the broadening bottom that had been in development since September and October of 2017 has been broken pretty violently today. 183.29. The gap fill, as we talked about last night, is the target, 189.23. You're well on your way. Excuse my burp. Okay, on the coffee. That's the target. You break that, 198.05, and after that, well, 207, and then 226, man.
Bruh.
Let's go MicroStrategy. They were doing it right. 420.
Is that a joint?
$1 million worth of Bitcoin acquired in, I believe it was sometime in September. Could have been August. I don't think it was August, man. If it was really late August.
Hope you had a wonderful birthday week. Subscribing back in April was one of the best decisions I've made. Thanks for your hard work. Respect the TA.
Dude, Paulie, thanks for the 999 super chat and the very kind words. I'm glad you did, man. Very cool. Just drinking my coffee, man. All right, I might need to get another coffee. Right? I mean, stream time is the time I've been live now, starting to accelerate again, right? This is what happens, Larry, during huge, real markups in price, the non-Rudy Poo ones, the non-fake ones. MicroStrategy average 11,000. Okay, so they might have bought on. They kind of FOMO'd on the tail end, I think, when 11,000. Yeah, it was after, I guess, the dump. Or it could have been like late August, early September on the way down, and they bought it, and they just held since then. So beautiful, dude. Yeah, institutions saying Bitcoin's crap, all the while acquiring Bitcoin. That's what they do, man. All right, that's literally what they do. Why? They're the composite, man, for the most part, or they try to be. So why would they? Same thing with gold. Why would they tell you to buy gold? You know, like, it's not. They want that supply at a low level, and they want you to buy after they mark it up stupid, ridiculous levels, okay? And that's what they're working on now, Bitcoin. They've been acquiring this, and a lot of us have been acquiring Bitcoin, accumulating it for technically years now. And now it's starting to finally, that, again, it was just the structure consolidation, symmetrical triangle for 2.5 years on Bitcoin and log scale. And you broke out, technically, I think 3 months ago. And you just spent the past 2 months consolidating, and then this month we're now getting the engulfing candle that we've been so coveting. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, we talked about it yesterday, last night. We talk about it almost every day. You go to the monthly, you go to log scale, and you can see how extremely bullish this is, where we have not just broken a supply line that started at all-time highs in December 2017. The other anchor point was June of 2019. You broke that in July. You then back tested, this point right here, where traders settled up at their second highest level of all time in June of 2019. You broke that, okay, beat that record. So, June was the highest level where traders ever settled up on the monthly. And then in August, we back tested that breakout, not just that breakout in June, but also the down sloping breakout. We back tested it as support. What was once resistance is now support. Okay, of 2 different breakouts. And then we spent all of September back testing what was once resistance, then becomes support. And now Bitcoin is engulfing. So there's something called, a lot of you, if you're a regular viewer, you understand what this is already, but a break, hook, and go confirmation is the strongest form of breakout confirmation that exists in all of the markets, okay, where you break the breakout, okay, then you hook. The hook is the back test of the breakout. We spent 2 months hooking non-sexually, and now with 10 days and 7 hours to go, we're going. The break, hook, and go is the bullish engulfing candle you receive after the hook. The break, the hook, the go. Target 13,828. It's been that way. If you watch the stream on the monthly, that has been the target. Okay? Bullish momentum is building at its highest level since. We'll scale in here. Let's get the. It's so close, man. Bitcoin is at its highest level of positive momentum right now on the monthly since April 1st, 2018. It's very, very close, but we're now exceeding the positive momentum we saw in the monthly in August of 2019. Wow. 10 days to go. So a lot of time left. This could pull back, but that's what's going on right now on a monthly. The monthly RSI is gorgeous, along with the weekly. It's 63.47. That is perfect conditions for extremely high markups in price, where the monthly in December 2017 at nearly $20,000 hit 96, dude. We are at 63. Anything above 60 is bullish territory. The stage was set on the monthly. The stage was set on the weekly. The stage was certainly set on the 3-month chart, the quarterly chart. Okay, 21 days ago, that quarterly chart closed at its second highest level of all time, and a confirmed breakout of this triangle. Here's your 3-month chart, the breakout. September 30th or October 1st when it closed, you broke out, man. And now look at the follow price action we're getting. Going to take you all the way up to, again, the highest level where traders ever settled up in October 2017. That quarterly candle. Beautiful, right? Friggin' beautiful. So weekly, monthly, quarterly, we're all looking bullish as F. And look at the manifestation of what it was implying, what it was saying, how good it looked. So now 4 hour is pretty much nuclear. 4 hours at its highest relative strength since technically April, where in April we hit 92 at one point. My God. So it's gone, man. It kind of reminds me of Ethereum earlier this year, right? Where it had the rectangle and just went insane.
Is that a joint?
It's time to get bullish when you are streaming this early gains.
What's up, Manimal? Thanks for the 420, dude. Well, you know, you say that, but I streamed for over 1 month straight every single morning at market open during the crash, the stock market and crypto crash. So it's not just because it's bullish, it's just because it's market price action, and I'm here for bearish impulses or bullish, okay? A lot of people will just be here for the bullish side, but I'll do both, okay? So,
Hype in the chat!
for the weekly, monthly, and quarterly candles. Thanks for the nearly 900 people tuned in. Again, if you're enjoying the live stream at all, or the Bitcoin price action and crypto price action, PayPal price action, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Wow, 6 billion US dollar tether minted at US dollar tether treasury. Did that just happen, man? That's pretty nuts if so. Wow. Doug McDonald, you're doing it right, man. Because when these moves happen, always these moves happen after consolidation, when it's boring. Always. So it's like, when these moves happen, that is opportunity. Well, I think opportunity presents itself in consolidation structures. But when they present themselves, you must be prepared. You got to understand what they are, what you're reading, what you're looking at.
Thanks for covering this, Live Mitch.
What's up, Simon Spunnies, man? Thank you for the $10 super chat. Good to have you, everyone up in here. All right, it's a great day. Music's pretty quiet. Sorry, dude. Can't really tell. Let's see. Probably a little better now, right, Catterday? What gas station sells Bitcoin, man? I don't know. There'll probably be a few more within the next year, right? So let's go to the S&P 500 just for a moment, okay? I know we're covering Bitcoin. I got my eye on it, man. If we start really going again, remember, we want to see 13,160. That's the next real resistance. Looking left, July of 2019. And still just waiting on the S&P 500 to figure out a pivot point. Is it going to rally now, or is it going to see the 50% retrace and the previous all-time highs from February 2020? It's kind of struggling still, right? Still struggling. Gave back all its gains. It's literally right where it opened. No, actually, the 4-hour candle is about to close, and we're about to create a new one. So yeah, but you ran up a little bit today, only to give it all back, and now you're about to close where you opened, where the bell, beginning of the day started. So eventually, man, this is a bearish short pattern that could turn into a bullish 5-0, and at a 50% retrace, this confluent happenstance with the previous all-time high, you think that's where we could catch some bids, and the very bullish trend could continue to the upside. Sorry, I'm in log scale. Yep, so that's it. Okay. S&P 500 is flat as F today, getting destroyed by Bitcoin in performance. Crude taking a dump. What's new, man? 9,500 Gap Boys still waiting. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, Gap Boys. It was so close, though. All right. Do you think the MACD could mess up the 5-0? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's... S&P 500 is notorious for backtesting support resistances and respecting the TA like the Jesus. So, I don't know, man. Dude, we want it to build. No, we want it to go higher than minus 10.7 because it can't be hidden bullish divergence until it exceeds that. So, it couldn't mess it up. If it dumps and it gets to that level, we're gonna have hidden bullish divergence at that level. Right? The previous low, the higher levels negative momentum and pending price action continuation the upside. It would be perfect if the negative momentum kept building and got higher than the previous histogram island high or low or whatever you want to call it. So it's like that everywhere, man. It's like that on the Dow Jones, it's like that on S&P, it's like that on the NASDAQ. I don't have it plotted here. I do on the Dow Jones futures have it plotted. It's kind of perfect, right? Right here. It's perfect, right? But just not very much strong selling yet. And it's almost like on the Dow Jones futures, You're already kind of showing some classic Class B bullish divergence where one bottom, the same bottom with much lower levels of negative momentum. That's impending price action reversal to the upside. But, right, it's almost like a buy wall and distribution going on quietly. So you could see further selling if the macro doesn't hold. And the 50% retrace would be the reversal point. The pattern completion zone of the bullish 5.0 is 27,766. Okay, we never saw all-time highs. This is all-time highs, February 2020. We never got there, man. Sorry. Growth is just destroying value, I mean, in terms of performance since the crash. Kind of for good reason, right? A lot of value. Their industries are affected, right? The growth, it was already tech as it was because of the money it brought in, but it started bringing, like the rich got richer, you know, because of COVID for market drivers. And rip entrepreneurs and small businesses, man. This has been strong forms of consolidation for mega corporations. And they have like all the money to weather the storm while all the mom and pops get wrecked and they go bankrupt. They close their doors, their buildings get burnt down by rioters, whatever. The sad story is there are literally thousands of sad sob stories for small businesses. But for big companies like Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, they're good, man. Well, we'll see what happens. You know, they're getting subpoenaed, they're antitrust lawsuits. That's great news. Big tech has been running rampant, and it's finally, people are waking up to it. Now, when a small business closes, that's capitalism getting hurt, right? You're watching freedom and capitalism in America taking a hit, man. So yeah, I mean, the bearish pattern reversed it literally right at the pattern completion zone, the bearish shark, perfectly, and has not caught many bids yet. So again, it could continue to fall. We know it turns into a bullish structure, and just again, PCZ, it goes down to a 50% retrace, and then that is the completion zone of the bullish 5.0, and it continues to higher prices. All right, that's how it goes normally. Okay. NASDAQ futures. Same thing, 886 like the Jesus, shark pattern, right? I mean, I can plot it if you want to see it. It was also complex inverse head and shoulders. Yep, right here. Yep, it was a perfect 886. I mean, it's just too perfect, man. Like, TA too well respected on these index funds is stupid. And now, you know, from the, well, let's go to the low to high. I don't think we're quite at it. We're close, I think. Low to high. All right, one more Fibonacci. The PCZ, the bullish 5.0 would be 11,473. Still could argue hidden bullish divergence going on in a way. And it's just back testing what was once resistance, September 8th, 10th, October 1st. Could be support. So maybe we never even get down to the bullish 5.0 PCZ because this acts as support. Okay. But yeah, very, very large harmonic pattern after a huge run. This is a very complex structure. So, but the good news is it has a bullish ending. It could, if the trend remains bullish. I guess that might depend on the election coming up, right? Or not, right? It might just pump either way, no matter what happens. We'll see. Give me a sec. Dude, MicroStrategy's killing it, dude. So nice. Up 8.39%. Let's go crypto. And remember this, dude. Bitcoin futures. Hello. Effing hello. In the ascending triangle. Measure, move, hit. Bull, pull, bull flag. Measure, move, hit. Been exceeded. Bitcoin futures. I mean, killing it. Broke 12,500. You realize on Bitcoin futures, there's no resistance. Bitcoin futures is at its highest level since July 2019. Its target now is, like, Bitcoin spot is, what, 13,100 and change. The spot price is 13,485 on Bitcoin futures. Broke everything. There is no more resistance until then, like, at all, I don't think. Yeah, nothing, dude. Literally nothing going back into 2017. Nada. So that's it, man. 13,485 on futures is the target. Okay. Beautiful. How it respected TA and was giving. See, GBTC and Bitcoin futures were showing more clarity on where Bitcoin was going next than Bitcoin spot price itself, which is very interesting. But that has been a topic of discussion every time we look at this thing, right? It's beautiful. Friggin' beautiful. Yeah, join the Discord or be destroyed, right? Here's a Discord link. We've got like almost 8,000 members strong. And that's, if you want to get your toes wet with technical analysis, or at least learning about this amazing, fascinating world that I fell in love with about a decade ago, that's the great place to start, okay, man? The Discord. Okay, so we can switch back to some altcoins if you want. S-coins still. Hey, the dragon, man. It's the dragon. What's happening? The dragon breakout, the targets. Here you are. We've continued to rally. First target, remember, 98 cents. Second target was 101.76. The dragon, but it was like the bottom of maybe an accumulation range after a huge markdown in price. Or eventually, if it ever breaks this range, it can go all the way back up to 130 again. But there was just a small bullish dragon where we did education on it last night in the stream to help you size up dragons, bullish dragon patterns, where you get the head, the foot, the hump, the second foot, the spine of the dragon, which is the breakout point, and now KNC is working on its tail. The tail is that last wave that runs you up to deep retraces from the head, the high to low. So, good start on KNC. It had not broken out quite yet last night while we were live, but it certainly has now.
Bruh.
Yes, Litecoin was covered beginning of the stream. Yes. Man, it feels good, doesn't it? Feels real good. Euphoria. But we gotta stay balanced, man. Like, we knew this is what momentum-driven asset classes can do. They can far exceed targets. When they start going, when we see that acceleration of accumulation, man, the parabola line, the curve line tool, this is what can happen. And now you have made so many technical real breakouts, and the discussion has been for months. The path of least resistance on Bitcoin is up, not down. And support, which path of least resistance is the saying, right? Of course, the common saying, but you know, there's more support below you on Bitcoin. There was, and there had been below you, than there was resistance above you. And that's always good for the bullish side if there's more support below you. And especially the 2.5 year long amount of consolidation Bitcoin had been making on the monthly chart. It's huge, man. And then we broke out, and then 2 months, 2 entire months of back testing the breakout's validity, and now it's confirmed, and it's getting its strongest form of confirmation on the monthly with this huge bullish engulfing candle after back testing. So good, man. Yeah, Wolfman, every day, right? Every day, but that's what the composite man's doing. It's a war of attrition on your attention span, a war of attrition on your passion, right? And it's like whoever's the most patient, whoever has the most passion, they're gonna win in these markets, right? Because they understand the hard work gets put in, not on days like this. This is the day where we reap the fruits of our hard work, on the days where no one cares, right? And that's testament to me streaming every day. It's like almost a message, right? Okay, let's See WRX, unfortunately underperforming so bad, only at 3%. But my God, man, this is another extremely good looking one. It's at the bottom. It had a huge drawdown. This was a beautiful trade setup this summer. Went to literally heaven. Gold mean ratio. Well, I mean, I think it exceeded the 1.618 there, but dumped after hitting all targets. Fell below the range, and now got to the bottom part, like just a new structure of consolidation. Hit it once, higher low. Another higher low divergence. This one eventually, assuming Bitcoin doesn't violently reverse, this one should eventually see, these are targets. It's kind of a dragon breakout in a way, supply line busted, higher lows going on. It's soon launch, right? Soon launch to 11.8 cents, 12.655 cents, and then 13.772 cents. 1, 2, 3 targets. Boom. Yeah, I actually do stream every day, but you're scrubbed, so bye. Oh, it's just a butthurt troll who didn't own any Bitcoin, or not enough. Because anyone who owns Bitcoin wouldn't be, like, for real and is actually happy with their lives and making money in these markets wouldn't be coming in talking crap, right? I mean, that's a given, man. We know there's something wrong in their life, and it probably has to do with them not owning enough Bitcoin. Because, my God, if you checked your portfolio, if you actually believed and you had taken a speculative bet on Bitcoin, and you had a decent position size, right? So, it's not just there, man. It's not just WRX, not just this, not or that. It's all over the place, man. The ONT. Oh, okay, we got a falling wedge. We had a false breakout on October 19th. We fell to the abyss, probably getting everyone wrecked and knocked out of this, and then we're getting this violent response to the upside of bullish engulfing candle, and another bullish engulfing, and now the breakout. The breakout's very real at ONT. Posted at everyone, I think, patrons. This level is so important. The fact that we're back above it is so good, man. I'm telling you, falling wedge, breaking back above an extremely critical ice line. Okay, man. I mean, you could go with 100% measure move here of the target, or you could do Fibonacci. High to low. The target on ONT eventually is a 50% retrace at 60.87 cents. Second target is going to be the 618. And we could do a third target if you so choose. So please, 886, be fine. There you go. Falling wedge breakout chat on ONT.
Bruh.
A re-breakout. All right. Very nice, man. Got the Jesus light coming in my window, man. I can't help every day. Feel like I live in Arizona. But there's serious stuff going on across the markets. So we'll go back. Let's go back to Ethereum real quick, where we have a real breakout going on. Currently sitting at 396. Did we get it 400? We were so close, man. I think we got to like $399.50 before we pulled back some. But man, the upside potential on Ethereum is immense. Immense upside on Ethereum, where the structure of consolidation that you'd been in until today, but it started September 6th. Right, the size of the structure is, it would take you to $464. Though we know, on the way there's going to be resistance. Like I think the next target on Ethereum is $416, then $444, and then $464. The 100% measured move. All right. So hidden bullish divergence turns into bullish convergence. And now we're off, and now it's up 7.7%. Beautiful. Here's your Bitcoin again. It's beautiful, dude. It's friggin' beautiful. Definitely bullish trend. It's been a bullish trend, right? even before, like even at this correction, this made a substantially higher low than previous lows, and these were higher lows than the previous lows before them. So the uptrend, the long-term uptrend, continues on Bitcoin. There's a Discord link again. Join us. Lots of, decent amount of new people joining Discord. Thank y'all all for that. Okay, daily hidden bearish divergence. Yeah, well, the hidden bearish divergence is playing out, right? So the bullish, if the conditions are bullish on the S&P 500, then this would go down to 50%, and it would be in red, and then it would start catching bids, and then it would go green again, because it would just be a bullish market, right? So, champion vibe. We already looked at Bitcoin Cash, but it broke out, back tested, it's running. It's not at the size point of the rally yet. It has not exceeded its October 19th high. Soon though, it looks like. So it's, if you want another look at the way we've been looking at it, Bitfinex, right? Right here, where the acceleration of accumulation is, we can't, it's any channel, you broke out of it. So now you have the curved line. And so this has become more real, very real idea. Or eventually come and back test 12K, whatever, if it gets bad. But you think eventually, the next target, like on this chart, is 13,176, a high from July 2019. Now there is this one peak. Okay, so this is a congestion area of some sort. December of 2017, it was a valley. January 2018, multiple times in that month, and then a peak from again in January 2018, multiple touches. So I guess you are at one area where it could potentially reverse, where we've seen a reversal when it was a support, and we've seen a resistance, a reversal when it was resistance. Okay, so you are at one spot. One spot of congestion, not too crazy. The big one, man, was right 11,463. Right, that was, you busted through that. So besides that, man, just a little bit higher. I think this price action just correlated to that price action. Both of these, the highs in June and July at this area. So, and above that, man, above the more local highs from 2019, man, there's like nothing really to like 16,475, 17,000 and change, man. There's just nothing really above this last area. Okay, nothing left. Yep, PayPal surging. It is all-time highs today. Is TAN continuing to run solar, Jeff, man? Well, the bull pole, bull flag, it wasn't value, but it looked high and tight, didn't it? Oh, it got wrecked. Nice attempt. Bearish engulfing candle occurring on the daily now for it. Wow, what a nice fake out. But this is what happens, right? Continuation patterns just don't give us near enough help, man. It's just, it's not over, but like, it did break out yesterday, and now it's back inside of it. So it could just turn into something else completely, right? So Facebook, top gainer today of 5%. PayPal, number 2. Then Google is third top gainer on the S&P 500. Netflix wrecked on earnings yesterday. They got killed, man. Cuties. Cuties would kill you. Capital One Finance down 3.5%. Didn't they report earnings? Texas Instruments down 2.5%. That's another earnings. Boy. So that makes sense. What's going on with that? Good old Facebook, man. Facebook's at its highest level since September 4th. How about that, man? It's climbing to a hidden bullish divergence was insane on the daily. Good God. Dude, that's so loud. That might be really loud. Hold on. At least a little too loud. There we go. It's probably better. Yeah, Facebook, man, you know, it exceeded that 1618, then dumped, and it back tested the July high as a support, hidden bullish divergence, penny price action continuation. The upside, you're getting a continuation, so we're attempting a rally now. Where you are on Facebook, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing out here. So the next target on Facebook really is its previous all-time high, right? I mean, 304. You gapped up though, so you could fill the gap before going higher or not. But just saying, like, besides here, I mean, there's nothing else. There's no more resistance. It's all broken. Even this little high here from August 6th, broken. I don't know what the gap was. I don't know why to gap up. Was it news or? It's only been like bad news, right? I'm not sure, man. Just gonna keep posting the Discord link throughout time, incrementally, whatever. I don't know. Kraken's like notorious for scam wicks, right? Stop hunting. Oh, nice. Well, they got the former PayPal CEO on Bitcoin on CNBC. Let's go. Let it begin, man. Let it all begin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that. That is definitely the look and log scale on Bitcoin. Yep. Was it this now? My God, man. I guess that work didn't save. Oh my God. Give me a sec. So 12,846 on Bitcoin, near its highest high of the entire run. Highest levels, obviously, since July of 2019. Certain breakout, violent breakout, news-driven catalysts, institutions, adopting crypto in real time. And you gotta love it, man. I don't know what's going on with this. It's still lagging. Hold on.
Hello Mitch. I made good money from Calix and Snap. TSLE next. Not sure where it'll go. I'm also watching NTGR earnings. Keep up the good stream. Smiley face.
Chris, that's great, man. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Yeah, Snapchat's nuts, dude. It's like out of this world. It's unreal almost, right? It used to be a joke, dude. But now it's not a joke. At least on price action, it could still be a joke, but so yeah, one thing just to look at, just another view of Bitcoin that we kind of recently visited. It's been a while, but this right here, okay, Bitcoin and log scale, right? This first peak, December 2013, second peak, December 2017, and the valley, the one anchor point on the bottom, August 2015. All right, we bounced off the bottom of it, the COVID crash low. And there you go, man. You want to talk about upside potential? Upside effing potential, man. Right? Just in log scale, the one high, 13,893, and the second, there's two more resistances on this chart. That's it. Two more. And then you understand above that, right, is nothing. Okay, above 19,454 is nothing. Okay, it's starting to flow. It says if it's real, by 2021, I mean, should be at substantially higher prices. So let's see. Burn this image in your mind. Multi-year bull trend is possible. He did not stream October 1st and 2nd. It's a fact, so it's not every day. Mitch Delight. Imagine creating an account on a day Bitcoin bumps like this because you need attention and you don't make money. I'm so sorry your life is so bad, dude, that I'm actually living the dream and you're creating accounts with my name in it because you need attention. Oh man, imagine what his parents think about him. He's out there somewhere, chat. There's some scrub out there. He's like, I'm so funny, dude. And it's like, dude, no, your life just sucks, man. Get better. Work on yourself. Spend time to do something. Don't embrace the cancel culture that is metastasized like cancer this year. Don't embrace it, chat. Get away from it. Okay? Don't forget. There's more to life than being a terrible person. Okay? I might go make another coffee. Keep the party going. Been live 1 hour, 20 minutes. Bitcoin's just hanging out at very, very high levels, up $900 on the day. Taking a lot of altcoins with it finally. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's funny, no, like if someone trolls is like, it pisses off the community, then they just tip me more money, right? And then everyone makes fun of them, and it's like, all you're doing is like helping me, technically, right? I really play that song good. It's actually a good one. You're Not Cool Enough by Finna Basin. I think that's how you say it. So getting a little pullback now, finally. Just cracked below 12,800. First time in a little while. And it's going to happen, Larry. You know, you're going to have ups and downs. You can go red. You come all the way down to 12,600. Really, you can come down actually to 12,442. To back test what was once resistance August 17th as support. That can easily happen. You can come down and test 11,980 as support because you never did that, right? There it begins, man. It's beginning, right? Surge.
Troll chip, smiley face.
There it is, man. You troll, you lose. I win. Okay? Not until you know the rules. Alright, well, let's see. Woo! Long's liquidated. I mean, it's just, who is that leverage? My God. Just seeing the aggregate, you know, the orders, the buy orders, sell orders, the liquidations. Like, dang, man. People going nuts. Volatility is here. Oh, let's look at the B-vol. Did the B-vol finally climb? Not really. Are you kidding me? Dude, do we have 3 rising valleys on B-vol? Nah, we're just at the lower end of volatility, right? Where, again, between 32, you know, it's normally this asset, this chart will eventually run up to 106, right? Historically, it's over and over and over and over and over again. So you think in time, where we are, this would eventually run up to 106 again. Volatility would increase.
Who goes there?
What's up, troll? Bat Trollson.
Is that a joint?
They can't believe it, man. All I do is I pray they take what I said to heart, right? It's just it's so, there's so much futility involved with being a hateful person, you know? It's just like, there's more to life than that, man. Go out and do something. Make your life better. It's just attempting to troll me, which only helps me. It's not helping you at all, dude. Find a purpose. Find something to do, man. I say that, like, wholeheartedly. I want everyone to be positive, but unfortunately not everyone's going to be positive, right? Wow, thanks for the over 420 likes.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
Totally legal. So, dude, I mean, you see this B-vol, it still hasn't done crap. But I don't know, CME futures, right? I think, or the CBOE, what CME, they're like, we're going to tame Bitcoin. And it looks like they've done it, man. There hasn't been much volatility really since April. Just plummeted. So let me go get this coffee so we can keep it going. Beautiful. Freaking beautiful on the daily. Still looks good. Gonna do the Star Wars stream for the close show. Big Den. I don't know, man. I haven't turned on the spaceship in a while. How long has it been since I had the spaceship stream? What day was it? It was something. It was after episode 1000. I think it was just we were going nuts this summer or something. Yeah, let's go gold, dude. Let's go. We'll look at it after I get this next coffee. Yeah, dude. Yeah, if you post a wallet and you're asking to get banned, you won't even show up. Like, no one will even see you. Okay, so your stupid wallet. A couple months back. Yeah, so a couple months back, man. Okay, it was a bunch of new patrons. Oh, I think it was like 618 patrons. We would go and do a spaceship stream. Okay. All right, thanks for the 830 here. If you just hold tight, I'll be back to bring you a little bit more coverage of this miraculous, big, mega breakout on news-driven catalysts and PayPal adopting crypto deeply to compete with Square. So we got FOMO. We got companies FOMOing into competition to utilize crypto. Oh, it feels so good. Be right back.
Bruh.
All right, I'm back, dude. What's up? Well, no movement on Bitcoin since my departure, but that's okay. That's right, Wolfman. I'm back. I'm back. Letting this coffee cool down. Gonna take a sip. We've been live now an hour and 35 minutes, so whatever, man. You know, we covered like so much stuff at the beginning of the stream. So if you're like, "Oh, what's this guy doing, dude?" It's like, well, I mean, when you cover a lot of assets, you know, you can rewind. It's the beauty of it. I've got DVR. Yes, I don't know about that. On GBTC, it certainly looks like it, right? GBTC. You go look at that chart. We talked about that early in the stream. Derek, when I'm fasting, I don't do any creamer. Never sugar, ever.
Trolling is a crutch for the weak. Thank you much for being solid every day. CSRP.
Thanks to John Candlewick, man. Thank you. That's like, that's nearly $30 of tips just to stick it to the troll. Ouch. Looks like trolling just doesn't work here. Like, people try and they fail and they just get wrecked, man. CRISPR, yeah, you know, it already had its breakouts in June. But big bearish and golden candle happening on the weekly is a big sell-off. But this is the chart, right? Really, and you could extend this out, and it's just this nice demand line that goes all the way back to its beginning of its history. But it broke the sell wall. The sell wall all-time high is 74.90 from May of 2018 and December 2019. You broke it. You almost back tested it, not quite. You ran up, made your all-time high last week, and now again giving back the gains. And you could always come to back test $75 because you never actually did test its validity. So you got to be mindful of that on the weekly. Daily though, I mean, from its previous high to low, hit a 1414 fib extension, not just once, but twice. Wasn't too much of it. There was bearish divergence right here on the RSI on the daily. Not so, I mean, my God, barely, you could say on the MACD, but it was so, I don't think you had a chance to even be able to read it that way. But really nice. It's having what's going on today? It's down 9.5%, right? Yeah, down 9.5%. But so this gap, I don't think it's a breakaway gap. But so eventually a gap fill at 106.62 could happen. But remember, you never back tested 74.63. So until then, you just don't know, man. Always do that. That's what assets like doing. So. What, 13.5k Bitcoin? What are you talking about, Felix? Huh? We haven't done that yet. We got to break 13,176, but we're also like at one spot too. We looked left on Bitcoin, and there is a little bit. There are a few pivot points at this 12,860 area. All right. John Deere, man, let's go. John Deere, man. Still at that last line, 3618 fib extension, man. That's it. Exceeded a 1618. Bearish divergence. Look at this. Just
Hey, much love this stream. What is the price target for ETH on the next 24 hours?
Sebastian, thank you for the super chat. I don't do ever price targets in the next 24. I don't ever time things. I'm a swing trader, right? So I could tell you, the targets for the future, but also if you join the Patreon, you know the targets on Ethereum, right? So 416 would be the first real target where you'd think it would run to, because it just broke out of a sell wall, right? So the next target above the sell wall is 416. But I don't know at all. I have no idea when it would ever get there. I don't know if 24 hours or not. It could be 48, 72 hours. So you can't look at it like that. Don't ever try to time markets, man. You're just going to fail. Timing it. And you get it, though. If you get buying signals and stuff, that's good for the entries. But to try to determine when it's going to, after the entry, when it hits the targets for the trade, you got to let it ride, man. Let it roll. Let it do its thing. Patience is so important in swing trading. Oh. Yeah, John Candlewick, man. Whoever asked about John Deere, dude, I mean, this is it. Like, if not now, my God, it's just going to keep going like Apple did. This thing is a high flyer. It's stupid. You're now in stupid territory on John Deere. No consolidation since late June. None. Just straight line up. So, reversal here. Wow. I mean, I don't think a target eventually 191 for a gap fill. But, dude, it's so bullish. It could just make a 23%, 38% retrace. Which is still, like, you know, think about it. Just a 382 because overly bullish. I mean, that would be a target. 190, 130, which is the gap fill. Holy crap. You know, then that is extremely shallow moderate of a retrace. So I think that would be John Deere's target eventually at 191 if it decided to roll over at a 3618 fib extension. And then if you really think that it would come to back test eventually the previous all-time high, the top of the range, that it, you know, a multi-year trading range where it only really fell out during COVID crash, but there's so much technical damage done everywhere. There's just a scar there, a volatility, like institutions deleveraging. So those are your two targets, man. Easy targets on John Deere if it rolls over and actually respects the very clear, concise bearish divergence it's showing on the daily on not just the MACD now, but also the RSI. It's there. We didn't really have it yet. Now we do. So impending price action reversal to the downside at a 3618 fib extension that's being implied by the oscillators. So we're using the variables here to give somewhat of an edge, but the problem is we could be in overwhelmingly bullish conditions on the macro, right? Oh yeah, enough John Deere Connect, man. Maybe add an alert. We start hearing the beeps. We're like, oh yeah, it's rolling over. TA respected, right? And Litecoin's still holding really strong, 12%. Even more now? Yeah, I don't know. Some way to pull back a little bit. Bullish engulfing candle being painted on the daily for Litecoin. At the same time, it's breaking a neckline, breaking a major resistance, 51 bucks, and there's not much of anything left, dude. Nothing here until $60. So you can't be surprised. You just can't be, based on looking left, seeing Litecoin continue to make stupid gains at this point because of where it is. It looked pretty good on the 23rd of September, and then it looked better on October 1st, somewhat, and then it looked even better October 17th, and now it's breakout. Beautiful. And Bitcoin's just hanging on to 12,800. Yep, PayPal, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, BitKnuckles, yeah, multiple. The legacy names, right? The bigger market cap legacy coins, you know, and those are the ones with the higher beta, which is higher sensitivity to Bitcoin price action anyway. Theus, very real possibility. The structure size is so large, yeah, I mean, that could take you there. But let's go one high at a time, right? You break 13,000 on Bitcoin, 13,800 on Bitcoin, it's over, dude. It's going probably to 20K, to 19K. Just because that's the way support resistance works, man. You break a resistance, you go to the next one. You break that one, you go to the next one. You test it. You fail, you run down to where what was supposed to be resistance becomes support to be tested as anyway. Oh, I couldn't imagine LPLT. We don't even check them really. We don't trade them. They're just inefficient. I mean, just trading S coins to the US dollar pair is already inefficient enough. To trade the Bitcoin pairs, forget about it. I couldn't even imagine what they look like. Okay, LPLT, they probably look terrible. Most of them anyway. I mean, some probably offset, like Litecoin's it probably didn't move too much. Might have gone up a little bit, barely, right? Oh yeah, we got a debate night on Patreon night. That's insane, dude. Whew. It really is wild. It's the last one for the general election. And we just go back to this chart, man. The chart that you don't even have to look at the oscillators because they look so effing good. This is great. When you break 13,893 on the weekly, there's pretty much nothing till 19,454, and you above 19,454. It is there's so much upside potential. Okay, man. Very similar price action. I mean, history does not repeat, but it often rhymes, right? Cheers, John Candlewood. I'm glad to hear it, man. Were you the one that already said you paid for the annual membership, or was it one of the other two legends? Maybe that's, I don't know if we want to do that, man. There's going to be a lot of interjections. Yeah, whatever. And my God, dude, just politics. Ugh. Getting politics involved with this stream just makes me want to it makes me just sick, kind of. I don't want to do it, you know. Yeah, happy about the news of mass adoption of crypto. Well, we're getting there, right? Like, we're working on the mass adoption of crypto for institutions, or at least the use of it, yeah. So now, you know, the fact that PayPal be utilizing it, and Square is, yeah, that's like Becky eating her sushi. So I'm gonna pay with crypto. Oh my God, it's so high right now. Did you hear about that? It was on every news show everywhere, even the fake news, right? Even the mainstream media, even the Marxists will be talking about this one, chat. Let's go.
Bruh.
I don't know if I should do a poll on the election, dude. That just, it seems like it would, what could that do to chat? You know, if there's like a lot of people watching because of Bitcoin price action, I mean, my God, we'll get so much, The Bitcoin's so hot right now. Yeah, it is. Kind of fast, right? Again, it's only been 2 weeks since the Square news broke. 2 weeks, man. And it's up 20% in 2 weeks. And that's how Bitcoin works, man. There's some sort of stat out there. Maybe one of y'all could help me find it. Where there's only this very small sliver of time that exists where Bitcoin has its moves. Okay? Very, very small sliver of time. To where, like, you can't sleep on Bitcoin because of that fact. Someone help me find that. It's out there. I just don't want to give out an inaccurate stat, but it's the real stat. Just you know what I'm talking about. And not only that, where Bitcoin's price is, where it was yesterday and the day before and the day before that, we have spent such a very small percentage of time throughout its history at those levels, which was so significant too. A beautiful day. So if you don't remember Ethereum has broken out. Let me move this so you can see.
Think running a poll on election is that shady political discussion that you probably don't want to start. It's such an emotional distraction. Hate to see things go sideways and distract from the real reason we are all here.
Is that a joint?
Thanks, Varius. Yeah, dude, might be rough, dude. Might be tough. It's just because, like, the fact is, outside of the stream, there is politics everywhere. I mean, it's almost like some people would treat this stream like a form of escapism, like just like people used to do when they watched pro sports, a form of escapism from their life, from politics, from the bad things in life. But professional sports have been infiltrated, obviously, and they don't do that anymore. So the form of escape, and now that's why professional sports are at all-time lows on their ratings, because they politicized what used to be a form of escapism. Okay, so that is why I want to try my best to stay away from politics as long as possible, right? Sometimes it has to get brought up because, you know, like a Trump tweet can be, though it is political, it does affect the stock market, as we've seen multiple times. So we try to avoid it when we can, and sometimes it's inevitable and we have to cover it a little bit, right? So that's it, dude. People don't want it in their face, despite what everyone else thinks, right? It's been 100 days since Bitcoin's halving, and its dollar price. Oh, okay. I don't really know. That isn't. Okay, if we project percentage of all-time highs in 2016 to now, 100 days after the halving, I don't know, dude. That's not really. No, I'm not talking about that. No. Is OMG getting saved? Yeah, it's getting saved. Life Raft got thrown out for OMG and a lot of other assets, dude. Yes. So varied terrain. Thanks, dude. Link did wake up, man. Is it being up? I got like 10%, 11.75. Is that not good enough for you? Yeah, it's not really what I'm looking for there, but on that tweet. Nah, there's just a stat out there, a couple stats out there that are really cool about the very small percentage, or the days where Bitcoin moves to the upside is like 1-2% of like the time in its existence, you know, where every other day. It's just like if you sleep on crypto or Bitcoin or you don't own it, like longer term, like you just miss out because the moves happen and then you're like playing catch up after you've missed the $1,000 impulse candle to the upside. And then, you know, think about the percentage there you missed out on because you were asleep at the wheel, right? But OMG, I mean, it broke the upside. It was making the higher lows, and like went down again. Now it's like showing like a double bottom on the, you know, it's just like it's still okay, man. It's still alive. If you can even effing believe it, it's still okay. It broke a demand line, whatever. It's fine, but it's not. I mean, it's got so much upside potential from here. Okay, so much upside potential. These two local lows are confirming, I think, the accumulation, you know, October 8th, September 22nd, right? So this is good. This is fine. I mean, if you can even believe it still, like on OMG, man. It's just kind of like this, just a local kind of double bottom, and this local double bottom is higher than the previous low. I mean, technically. So that means more people own this asset than before. Therefore, it's okay. Therefore, it's still making consecutive higher lows and could be poised to eventually run to $4.16. and higher. If it's going to make a common retrace from this insane run it went on, I'm telling you, dude, still there. Until it falls below 301, it's still showing accumulation. All right? What about targets for OMG? Go to Patreon. Join the Patreon, dude. I mean, because people ask me about targets on everything every day, and it's like, okay, well, I tell you, we do them. We do it live on the stream, then I'll go do the setup, and then more time will go by, and it's just like, well, every day people keep asking, so it's like it's all in the Patreon, right? These targets and stuff. What's up, Austin Marking? Thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome. Yeah, if you're out there and you hadn't hit that sub button yet, do it, fella. Helps the channel grow. All right, 34,300 plus subs now. Really appreciate that. Oh, I'm glad you like the shirt. Yeah, I love this shirt, man. America. Love it, dude. Love it or leave it. That's it. Hey, love to see Maker up. Maker, though, is all right. This was the education we gave just last night. This was primed, man. It was primed. It was effing primed. It's continued to climb. We had a bullish engulfing candle on the last 4-hour candle. Now we're getting a little fall through. Bullish convergence. Demand line being tested. Ascending triangle. But the entry on the trade setup for patrons was like 440. 438 or something. It just happened, and then only one target's been hit of that trade setup. So this is how, like, a way to layer in to Maker, right? Last night talking about the entry was then, right? This was free. It was given to you, and we even talked about how one could size up lows and stop losses, right? Strategic stop losses. So let's see if we can keep going, man. A higher low kind of double bottom there. 3 valleys. Let's go, dude. What's up, North Oz, man? Thank you, dude. Yeah, you and 2 others are legends. All right, we got 3 annual membership patrons. Thank y'all. We only launched it last month, so. Ooh, you just saw a Grayscale commercial on CNBC. The composite operator, K-Puff, pumping it, man. He knows how to get the masses involved after he's already accumulated and acquired his position that he's comfortable with. And chances are he was the guy suppressing the price at the same time, not letting it break above 11,463 for technically years. Okay, same guy. While he accumulates, runs up, price runs up, pushes the price down, sell wall up, then sells off again, makes a higher low. All right, more accumulation. And then, now, wow. Square, PayPal, all right, to MicroStrategies, institutions, man. Boom. That's the money needed to break the sell wall. Okay, so great news on Maker. Let's see if it can keep going. It's a good start. Great education. YFI that hit that. Never quite got to the 786 again, man. Just kind of hitting the same low from October 8th. What a joke. Just going with Bitcoin, though. Going with altcoins. Up almost 10%. So it's not really special. Many things are up that much kind of today. So. Right, you went positive. Wow, this is kind of breaking. Your first level of positive momentum since September 15th on YFI on the daily. Interesting there, right?
Bruh.
So that's all I got for you. Just the whole structure is an XABCD pattern near a pattern completion zone. Jeez, hundreds of millions of dollars of Bitcoin being transferred from Binance to an unknown wallet. Are you kidding me, dude? Oof. They're here for the long term, man. Is that the bull runs here? So they're like, they're comfortable just sitting on it, right? Because again, the technical breakout that has happened could usher in a multi-month to multi-year bull trend. I mean, if this sustains, very well. You got to understand that. But that's been talked about and talked about and talked about. 11,463 on the weekly, over and over and over again. To ad nauseum. I'm almost vomiting because I'm saying it so much every day, right? Already looked at ONT, which was a falling wedge. Looks beautiful, man. If you get charts only on Patreon, it's all there for you, too. Yeah, 11,463 tattoo. That's it, Chris, man. He members, man. Very good. Okay, so, I don't know. Look, no stones left untoined. Well, Cardano had already broken out of his descending broadening wedge a little while ago, right? Inverse head and shoulder stuff. Target is eventually 12.368 cents. It just hadn't gotten there yet, right? Let's go, dude. Let's go, James McDonald. Hype in the chair. Let's go.
Hype in the chair.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Smoke weed every day.
Bruh.
Dude. Mr. McDonald, dude, thank you so much for being the 4th annual patron ever, a legend. Please be sure to sync up the picture on the Discord. You know how it is, right? You will now get the patron legend role in Discord. Cheers, dude. Please hype in the chat. Let's go, dude. Thank you, brother, man, James, for the support. The land of opportunity on the charts when the world that we once knew last year has in a way abandoned us, and we can't help it. Like, the world has changed forever this year. It's very, very surreal, but when the world changes around us, sometimes we have to adapt, and that is why I think there is record numbers this year of trading, accounts being opened, everything. All right, so people looking for yields, and it can happen. One can make money on the side doing this. People can do it for a living, right? So it's all up to your prerogative. It's all about, hey, the free time you have in your life, how do you want to spend it? Do you want to spend it watching cuties on Netflix, right? You want to spend it trolling someone's live stream? Do you want to spend it doing something stupid? Or do you want to spend the limited amount of free time you have learning about a trade, which is technical analysis, risk management, position sizing, right? You want to learn about that, something that could make you money, and it's a lifelong process of education of this trade that you can learn. It's coded. How's you? Oh, Jimmy, dude. All right, you just upgraded. All right, so it's Jim A, who was already a patron. He said, you know what, F it, I'm going to be an annual patron. It's like, thank you, dude. Brad, you can go ahead and just switch him over now. Boom. That's okay. I mean, look, dude, I'm not trying to demonize someone spending their free time, having leisure, being entertained or something, playing Fortnite. That's okay, right? But you just got to think, I think the older you get, though, the more it weighs on you, your purpose in life, your wealth, your future, right? The older you get. I mean, I guess some people, it never is going to change, right? But if your parents and the influence you had in your life when you were young did anything right at all, I think the older you get, yes, the more it weighs on you, the more you think about, your future, your retirement, everything, okay? What you're doing with your life. So, your purpose. Music seems intense. I mean, I don't even know how loud it was, If it's too loud, people are saying that, it might be too loud. It shouldn't be loud enough to ever, I don't know. Anyway, that was ADA. What about VeChain, man? VeChain, hey, VeChain's still alive. It broke out, okay? Trying to bullishly engulf, still just hugging that 200-day moving average. This is still real, man. We're VeChain. Eventually, if it can sustain prices out of this breakout long enough, keep making these higher lows, stay with the 200-day moving average, well, then eventually you could see 1.6 cents, 1.793 cents, your targets, okay, of the breakout. V-Chain, it's here. It's still alive, man. It's not dead yet. Boom. Playlist is mine that I created from nothing. So please, before you denigrate me, know that. All right. Someone like literally called me a prick because I just don't. People ask me about the music all the time, like all the time, like every single stream, multiple times, and it's just like, if I just spend all my time telling you about the music, the playlist and stuff, there's just not gonna be any time to talk about what's really important, which are the charts. So what are you here for? The music? You here for the TA? What's up, Richard? I'm not going at you. I'm just saying, dude. Right? What's important? Yeah, Jimmy, man. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. What does it like? Be like, was it Jim? James? Jimothy. I'm just going to call you Jimothy from now on. Can I call you Jimothy? Thanks. Oh, dude, it's so stupid, man. Like, for all the hex shills and stuff, my God, it showed a beautiful pattern. I mean, it showed the Jesus pattern. Like, it was so good. But unfortunately, it was too late. Someone requested it after it broke out of its bullish consolidation that it was in for a while. Huh. Did it not save? Just look at it for a second. It's crazy, man. Look at this, dude. The Jesus. On the daily was visible. The 4 hour was the best. Okay, let's go Hex. Respecting the TA, man. Jesus chimes. 100% measure move hit and no higher. Traders settled up at that 5.9 tenth of 1 cent measured move, or that the price. It doesn't get better than that, man. It's perfect, literally perfect. Exceeded the little scam wick high too, just to get to that target before it's pulled back some. Up 8.39% today. Nice. This is what dreams are made of, man. Patterns like this. Whew. I don't care if it's Hex. You know, it was just like range bound between 2.3% of 1 penny all the way up to 6.2 tenths of 1 cent, whatever. In the middle, continuation pattern. All right, well, it continued on and is near the top of the range now. Almost hit the top. So what happens, Larry? I mean, it's literally...
See what happens, Larry?
No, because like a lot of stuff I do is on YouTube. It doesn't work, Lucky Luke. It just doesn't work. Because not everything I play is my playlist. I try to keep things fresh. I try to have so many songs that play every day that people do come back just to listen to the music, you know? DJing. DJWRAY. DJ Ray. Actually, I don't like that anymore because of the crazy FBI director or whatever his name is, Ray. But it WRAY because of the radio. And now it's tainted and stained because that guy's last name's literally spelled that way. What a joke, dude. It's beautiful, man. If you just want to look at it zoomed out, we can, right? It just looks like this. That's Hex. Look at this higher low. Was there divergence here? Oh my God, dude. There was divergence, convergence here. Look at that. On the RSI. It was pretty gorgeous. But guess what, dude? Around this time, many altcoins were showing the same exact thing, so Hex wasn't special in that regard at all. Okay. The Hex payday was evidently the ascending triangle breakout measure move hit. That was the payday. Now, here's the thing. If Hex ever breaks 6.4 tenths of 1 cent, holy crap. This thing could have a massive run to the upside just based on the fact there's no resistance looking left. I mean, the target for Hex, if it ever broke 6.4 tenths of 1 cent, is 7.6 tenths of 1 cent. Gold mean ratio is 9.1 tenths of 1 penny. That's it. Beautiful, dude. Let's go Tezos. Look at this trash, man. It still ended up making a higher low. And in the end, made a higher low, barely, just barely. And then in the end did show bullish divergence on the MACD only, locally. Penny price action versus the upside, you got it, but you're still not even making higher highs than this previous local high, right? So, I mean, still underperforming, but the great news is the potential 3 rising valleys is still alive. It's not dead yet, despite how scrubby this is, man. Just saying. Let's see, Cornholio said, Bitcoin generates all of its yearly performance gains within just 10 days. That's it, man, right? Miss those 10 days, and your average is 25% down annually since 2013. That is it. That is the stat, dude. Beautiful, dude. Thank you, Cornholio. That was what I was looking for. My man. So, I mean, I don't know. At this point, dude, it's like, you know what's sad, right? This is what's kind of really sad. Just think about what Bitcoin's done, dude. What it's doing right now. And then you look at Tezos, and this is it. It's done nothing. Bitcoin's like up here, dude. Legit up here now. Tezos has done nothing still. So, you know, it could mean like altcoins, you know, a lot of money could come out of Bitcoin and start flooding back into alts, while Bitcoin consolidates for a while below this 13,100 area. And we could have another alt run, right? Just based on the charts across the market, man. Across the market, man. Deep retraces. Sellers exhausted. Higher lows than previous lows of the uptrend, right? That's like uptrend, man. It's like the beginning of the next move up for alts. It's very real still. Even though they very sketchy behavior with Bitcoin pumping, it was just a one-day thing, and now the PayPal news is really getting things going. Well, if you started staking Hex from day one, I mean, maybe staking, but whatever, but if you own Hex from day one, you pretty much don't. You haven't made much of anything. If you look at that chart, dude, it looks like you made nothing. Like you're just range bound, up down forever, its whole lifespan. But I mean, maybe, you know, the Hex existed before it got listed. I think it did. So I take that back. Maybe you did make money, man. Congratulations. I don't know. It's just another S coin. We look at charts. We cover the markets, man. We look for an edge, for an opportunity, take a long or short. Then it did look like Hex was showing one, but only after someone requested it. Because we just don't look at the deeper abyss S coins, right? The much younger ones. That's a good pin right there, Brad. Great pin. Join the Pin 15 Club. Read.
Oh, it feels so good!
You need a fact check? No, dude, that stat's real. It's been there. It's been that same way.
Order last night.
I don't think so. Hey, if you're out there, you haven't hit that like button, that bell, that sub yet, go ahead and do it, man. Do it for Bitcoin.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Holy sh... Did I say anything remotely close to her name? To the Alexia's name? My God, it's so loud. We could turn this down, dude. Jesus. God, wake me up, man. Better than coffee, I guess. Engine, dude, terrible. Just terrible, dude. It's just like, you know, hanging on by a thread. Looks great, but it doesn't, too, at the same time. It's like bearish rectangle and just can't catch any bids and just hugging 14.6 cents. Eventually you think it's just gonna fall off a cliff, dude. Yeah, low risk area. You normally don't stay at low risk entry areas for 6 weeks. You just don't do that, man. I mean, it's just very uncommon. Sure, it could catch bids and run all the way to the top of the range, but that's normally not positive bullish behavior from candles, man. Gross. I don't like engine because there's just so many better things, dude. Could have been that, Brad. What's up, beginners? Workshop. Looks like you misspelled beginners. Beginners. Huh. Okay, call you Jimothy from now on, then it is decreed. Speaking of that, let's look at Amazon. How did it fare today? It was not looking that great. Still not looking good, man. It's below a very critical area that I would prefer to see it get back above at some point. You got to get back above 3,300, man. We're 3,200 now, so you're really looking for a higher low than this low from October 6th. Otherwise, you could be in trouble, man. This is not too good. Not too great. Got to start losing the negative Momo, and you got to get a Japanese candlestick reversal. Someone's going to give soon, man. Amazon. We look at Apple real quick. Hanging on, man. It's hanging on, right? It broke out. It's now back tested, kind of. Let's lose the negative Momo. Let's go now. It's time to make another higher low and run to fill the gap and hit the target of the trade setup. Excuse me. This one's not as bad as Amazon.
Is that a joint?
Alexa, tell Mitch to look at it.
SAM is usually defined as a guided missile fired from land or shipboard against an airborne target.
SAM. Yeah, YSI is not on TradingView. As you can see, top left of your screen, I typed in YSI. Nothing generates. Nothing populates. No symbols. Match your criteria. Sorry, man, can't look at super duper S coins that aren't even on TradingView. Thanks for the 420 though. All right. Yeah, that's it, dude. All right, so Amazon. Go to Google. I think we looked at earlier. It actually was up a little bit. Yep, doing well, breaking above the resistance. I mean, the target on Google at this point, if this sustains above 1575 long enough, your target's 1720 on Google, man. Google, it was stuck between 1575 and 1529, your previous all-time high. It was just bound between, and it's broken to the upside, and there's nothing to the upside till 1720, man. Unless you use Fibonacci, which, yeah, 886, 786 could reverse there at those levels. Very true. Autocorrect? What was it that you wanted? YFI? Because we already looked at that one a little briefly. Remember S coins like that, like $10 minimum stuff? That's the way it's been for a while now. Okay, so Google doing well, good for the Qs. Let's look at Tesla that reports its earnings, I believe after close. Yes, it's still holding above the demand line that goes all the way back to June 26th, August 11th, September 8th, September 23rd, and here you are, right at it. The stage is set for volatility. What's going on the 4 hour? Certain amounts, barely, but certain amounts of some hidden bullish divergence in the 4 hour, pending price action continuation on the upside. Nothing matters really, technically, because of earnings. Earnings will get reported after the close today. So this is where volatility, you could just gap down and break the demand line with a huge gap down, or you could gap up, or you do nothing, right? Of course, but holding this uptrend for now until you don't. That's it. QQQ has, of any ETF that exists, the QQQ has the largest holding of Tesla of any ETF. So, QQQ. So just hanging in there, 38 from the low to high, a 38% retrace, and no lower yet. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's so strong that it outperforms. It can't even get to a 50% retrace, which is not far away. You just don't know, man. It's not done. So.
Is that a joint?
Nice chillin' though. Shout out to Bradford.
Shout out Bradford. Shout out Sean Ranklin and Liquid Bradford. Thank you, 619. I don't know, man. I think you meant YFI, but again, there's not really much to look at, dude. It never hit the actual 786 of the PCZ of that huge colossal structure. It's just kind of rallying, kind of double bottoming from the October 8th low. I mean, there's just not enough data. Not much data, man. I prefer data. Give me a lot. This is just not much, dude. Going back to August, it's just a joke. All right, it's a joke, man. There you go. See, never hit it technically. 786 and 1272, which is just so sketchy, man. It's like you're really just not gonna hit either. When there's barely any support looking left anyway, it's not going to hit this level. Fine, forget it. Just move on, right? To something else. But the very interesting stat or fact on YFI that we talked about earlier was it's showing its first level of positive momentum on the MACD histogram on the daily since September 15th, man. 5 weeks. So we're just still, Bitcoin just hanging in there, you know, 12,770 right now, up 7%. When at one point it was up, I think it was almost up 10%. It was up almost $1,000. I think at one point it was, barely. So good. The fascinating in a world of S. This is not fascinating in a world of S. This is a world of S and a world of S, kind of, right? But you go to Bitcoin, and that's not the case. This is a shining star in the world of S, right? My God. All the bad things that have been happening in 2020, like there's just some solace I've just always found in Bitcoin, right? Just owning it, having it, accumulating it, right? There's just something about it, man. I think a lot of people around the world feel the same way. It's like, there's no humans involved, right? Everything has become so partisan, right? One side or another, censorship. Oh, you're on this side, I'll never talk to you again, or I'm gonna ban you, or you're this or that, right? Bitcoin, there is no emotion, right? There's no way that it can be partisan. There's no way it can be compromised, right? Big tech can't be compromised by Marxists, right? Or big tech can be, but Bitcoin can't be, right? And this is the one, man, the beauty right here. Fake news. Cheap blog. Fake news. All right, man. Well, you know, been live, made it 2 hours and 30 minutes roughly. So, hey, man, what more could you ask for an early stream? We've just covered just about everything. Bitcoin's up and down, up and down. It could keep climbing. You think eventually it could see 13,176, but we do know there's just a minor area of resistance. Very, very minor. But as you can see, on the date of December 10th, 2017, it was created for the first time ever as a support. And as you can see, that pivot rallied you to the all-time high of 19,875-ish. And then dumped, right? So it was created there, and that's where we are. And then throughout history at this point, I guess, not too many times, January 1st, 2018, January 11th, 2018, and then January 20th of 2018, it's acted as a support. Very few times in history has it been regarded, right? So if you can break that, your target is 13,176. If not, you cannot break it, and it becomes a reversal point. Well, then one could very well, it would be very reasonable to believe that maybe 12,200 or 12,300 could be back tested as support. Okay, what you broke this high from August 6, 2019 that we were butting up against last night. That's the target. That's the back test target. But it's also at the same time right? I mean, there's a high of 12,450. It's just like a little area where it could come and back test in time before going higher. Okay, and no technical damage will be done. It'd be all fine. Pull back here is completely understandable. At the same time, could just run up to 13,176. Okay.
Hey Alexa, what is a pot joint? Would you mind checking out gold, Birk?
I didn't catch it. Didn't hear it that time. Sorry, man. Thanks for the...
Is that a joint?
Gold. G-O-L-D. Oh, you know, it's the same thing, right? It's like just like XAU. Where you got 3 valleys. You got 2 peaks. You got a confirmation line. Here's your gold, G-O-L-D. And it was just the downtrend, right? The correction. And you're right at that supply line. Right? You were trying to break out earlier. You could still break out. You're on the cusp. You know where you can go, man. If it does break out. I mean, this is the confirmation line, really. Right here. Alright, trying to break the down sloping resistance and the horizontal line confirmation line resistance at the same time. Okay. Whoever broke it, the rewards could be beautiful, man. Oh, this log scale, let me get out of that. Don't change much. 100% mesh move with the structure. Again, it's almost the exact same thing. There it is, 2012, man. And it could, of course, run to much, much higher prices because it's just a pause. What's going on is just been this pause and this mega uptrend. So this could be what ushers in the reversal that continues the mega uptrend to much all-time highs again, okay? Let's go. Bullish pattern and a long-term uptrend, okay? Whoa. Sure.
Can you check NIO stock, please?
Here it is. Broke out of a channel. Beautiful channel, right? All-time highs. So all you can do, I think it's exceeded everything. It's like that IPO high or listing high to low. There's nothing really. There's no resistance till $34, which is the 2618, 261.8% retrace from this high to low. Nothing else we can do on fibs. So yeah, you're out of a channel, and 2 things can happen. It could back test it as support, then run to that target, or This is called, there could be an upthrust where it runs up, breaks out, and then fails and falls back into the channel. Oftentimes when assets break out of uptrends like this, they often do break back into the channels. So there's no value here. You're extreme premium because you're at like all-time highs, but it could just keep running, man. There's no edge at this current time, at least on the daily, to say, oh, it's a great time to go short. Nope. There was bearish divergence, continued, and then you just gapped up. And it's just like, wow, this thing's gone. There you go, Mo. Thanks, dude, for the 4 super chat. But back to gold, dude. Opportunity knocking. Knock, knock, knock.
Bruh.
You can learn these patterns if you join the Patreon, man. Oh man, yeah, Radish last night late was like going short on Bitcoin. Oh my god, you know that position got certainly liquidated since he was 25 times leveraged. Jesus, dude. Yeah, doing that, man, button up against the resistance when momentum is clearly on the bull side. I even said the words last night. Shorting is at this level is pretty much suicidal. You can quote, you could go back and look at it. It's a quote, dude, before this pump today. Okay, so great stuff across the markets. Hopefully the mega caps can pick up some life again. Looks like Google's running it, Amazon's struggling, Apple's kind of just sitting sideways. Let's go to Microsoft, the last one, which is kind of scary on the daily a little bit. Hopefully it never breaks below 197. This is a potential head and shoulders until it falls below 197.60. That would give you confirmation of head and shoulders. But it's not doing that. The good news is on the daily, Microsoft is bullishly engulfing. So it's just there. It's an idea. It's not a real, it's nothing until 197 breaks. So good. This is the good news, right? This is the inverse head and shoulders. You back tested the neckline of the breakout of the pattern as support when it was once resistance, good. But now you got to break 216.53. You're like 4 cents away, 5 cents away, right, from breaking it. You got to get back above that. You do that, I'm gonna feel a little bit more comfortable with it, okay? Microsoft. Good news is certainly hidden bullish divergence could develop if you really start pivoting off this neckline. The low, where there's like just a little bit of negative momo, and then the much higher low with much higher levels of negative momentum, pending price action continuation to the upside could be implied on the 4-hour, where that is next. If this actually keeps losing its steam, great. Could be great, man. It would make sense for the trade. The target's 231, the gap fill. This groundbreaking news, actually, Yellow Zebra. Groundbreaking. So big of a catalyst that it gave you that coveted $1,000 candle day on Bitcoin. So significant. Yeah, we can look at DXY before I go. Dumped. So bad. DXY got to its lowest point since September 2nd. Decimated. This was great. I mean, the combination of the DXY losing value really helped Bitcoin. It's helping gold some, but it was just the PayPal news-driven catalyst. I think, anyway. There you go. MicroStrategies is at its high of the day, $184.50. Boom. Get wrecked, US dollar. back to that one. For the thanks for watching stream or scene. Okay, Bitcoin, you've done it, man. You've wowed, you've shocked the world. You've done it, man. So I really appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions for this extended coverage, this early stream, Bitcoin price action, and many alts. Huge day. So I'll be back. I'll try to be back today, but I don't know, man. You never know, man. After streams like this, okay. If there's price action, I'll do what I can. Until next time. Respect the T. Hey.
have a robot vagina.